Just to throw you back in the seat is just so good. The instant torque of an EV just cannot be beat. Hey guys, welcome to another video. Today we've got a 2025 Tesla Model 3 and we're gonna be taking it for a POV drive. So let's go ahead and get started. So this is the 2025 Model 3 and this is the rear wheel drive version. So we don't have the all wheel drive version here or the performance, but it still has the long range battery. So it does 363 miles for the range, but we're gonna be getting the driving impression, this POV style, to see what it feels like to drive a Tesla Model 3. So we're gonna try some accelerations, we're gonna try some handling, try some braking. We're gonna pretty much cover everything in this video. This whole indicator thing being a button definitely takes time getting used to it. Let's go ahead and push it a little bit. This goes. This was probably like 50% throttle. That's one thing that they did with the Model 3 refresh. They brought the long range even in the rear wheel drive. So if you get the rear wheel drive version, you're no longer stuck with the lower powered car. You get the same power as the all wheel drive. Of course, the all wheel drive is going to have a little bit better acceleration because it's got all wheel drive. So there is no traction issues. But here, if I was to gun it for rear wheel drive, it is a little bit wet out there, so it's not gonna fare well. I like how quiet the cabin is. Right now, we're at a stoplight and you just don't hear anything. If I was taking this car on a road trip, this would be the perfect car to road trip because it's just very quiet. They've also improved the glass quality or the window quality on this Model 3 refresh. So compared to the previous Model 3s, it's very well insulated and you don't hear much out of outside roads. So if you're on a highway, you're not going to hear cars passing you by. It's a nice isolated experience. All right, so let's get out of the road. Gonna merge in here. And this whole one pedal thing is also takes time getting used to it, but it's very convenient. Having the cameras when you turn or when you indicate is also very helpful. Lets you know exactly if there's a car in your blind spot and you have to rely on any sensors. It's just a straight up view. So let's pass this car and we're gonna go ahead and try some accelerations. I'm gonna push it a little bit right now. It's just so effortless. You just push the gas, no drama, nothing. It just goes straight up. And the steering has a really nice heavy feel to it, which was not what I expected. Being a commuter car, I thought it was going to be a very light steering wheel. So Tesla is really trying to cater to enthusiasts as well by giving the steering wheel a little bit heftiness, so you feel a little bit sporty. And because of having a lower center of gravity, the car feels nicely planted. I'm gonna slow down a little bit so we can have some enough stretch where we can kind of push. I'm trying to push it right now. Just to throw you back in the seat is just so good. The instant torque of an EV just cannot be beat. It just feels like having a car that's always in the right gear and just ready to go. And this is just the long range version. The performance is probably insane. The Plaid, the Model S Plaid is probably just on another level, and that would be something to experience. But right now we have a curve coming up, so I'm just gonna have the car a little bit, and yeah, the steering feels really nicely weighted and the car is very nimble. Like as I'm giving the steering input, the car wants to change directions and it's very quick on its feet. Of course, if you're tracking it or auto-crossing it, this is gonna be a little bit different, but if you're just daily driving the cars or even handling some of the back roads, the car feels really nicely planted. It wants to kind of move direction as you give the steering inputs, and the steering, as I mentioned, has a nice heavy weight to it. And this is in the standard setting. I don't even have it on sport setting, which would be even heavier. Now, of course, if you are just using it to kind of daily drive it and commute, and you don't want the heavy steering, you can go in the chill mode for the steering mode, and that is just gonna have its, you know, at its lightest setting, so you're not having to deal with a heavy steering wheel. I will mention though that because of the instant torque, you feel the push, and after like couple seconds it tapers off. And maybe that's not the case for the performance or the Plaid because they have a lot more horsepower than the long range version. But if you're looking for something where as a traditional gas car you can keep off shifting and it will keep you in the power band and you'll keep going, this is a little bit different. It will taper off and it will basically You'll get the initial rush, which just cannot be matched with a traditional engine car unless you have a very high horsepower car, and then it just kind of tapers off. So that could be a good thing or a bad thing depending on your driving style. If you're looking from an enthusiast perspective, it's not as fun, but if you're just daily driving it, having this much power on your daily driver is insane. Once you let go of the gas, or once you let go of the acceleration, it's just so calm. Like, you don't even feel like you're driving a fast car. You don't feel like, and I don't mean that in a bad way, I just mean like the car has two personalities. You can just be driving like this, like I am right now, just commuting, daily driving, running some errands, quiet, comfortable car, going over bumps. You don't feel anything. You can switch the steering to be lighter, and you know, once you're like, you know, I want to have some fun, you just go like this and then it just breaks. So, two personalities of this Tesla Model 3, the 2025 version. This is just a long-range model, not an all-wheel drive, not a performance, just a standard Tesla. The cheapest Tesla Model 3 you can buy right now has this much of acceleration, has this much of comfort. It's a car that is perfect for daily driving, perfect for enthusiasts as well. If you want to have some fun, it's got lower center of gravity, it's got good acceleration. As long as you still have your high horsepower car and then you want to have fun with it, this will scratch the itch for a daily driver that's a little bit fun compared to your normal, like a Toyota Camry or Honda Accord, Nissan Altima, or any of those options that would be available. So now we're at a stoplight. I'm not gonna floor it completely because the ground is still a little wet from rain from the last night, but once we get a little bit up to the speed, I'm gonna get on it and see how the car does. Get her up to speed a little bit, and then we're gonna get on it. Let's go. This is, it just wants to go. Let's go do this U-turn, and we're gonna also try to get on it once we get up to speed a little bit. Or you know what, this time I'm just gonna try to push it a little bit earlier, see how she does with the rear wheel drive. Yes. It still wants to go. I think the only time rear wheel drive would have traction issues if you're just doing it from a stoplight, and the traction system on these Teslas are pretty good, so you won't really feel any issues, but it's just gonna cut power off and you're not gonna be able to go anywhere, as opposed to like fishtailing everywhere. We're gonna do one more stretch over there. I think there's a cop there, so we're gonna have to be careful, but we're gonna do one more stretch and see how the car feels pushing me back in the seat with this instant torque that this EV has. All right, let's go ahead. We're just gonna gun it now. A little traction, yeah. Other than that, it goes. You can see it tries to slip a little bit, but it corrects itself. But so rear wheel drive, wet ground obviously is not the best combination, but it still goes, and the insane acceleration is just so much more fun. So yeah guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video on 2025 Tesla Model 3 long range rear wheel drive, this POV drive. I really enjoy driving this car. If you enjoyed today's video and you want to see more videos like that, make sure you smash that like button. Comment below what are your thoughts on having a Tesla Model 3 rear wheel drive versus all wheel drive, and of course subscribe to Red 50 for more videos.